tries you by the Spirit. It tries your character, man. All right, wisdom will try you through thick and thin. It says that you're gonna go through temptation. She's gonna try you by her laws.
Yep.
Okay. She's gonna try if you're a humble and contrite spirit, that you're willing to be born again. You know, you're gonna acknowledge that what you thought you did know was not what you ought to know. You know, huh?
Repent.
I mean, we could go on and on. You know, things that are vital to your salvation, man. But if you a nigga, you ain't worthy of this wisdom.
Right.
Scoffers, that's why they can't get it. As much as they scoff, they really trying to get the knowledge.
Hey.
But the demons don't want to allow them to receive it. It says in Proverbs 14:6, a scorner seeketh after wisdom and findeth it not.
Yep.
Okay? This knowledge is plain to the holy. The wicked shall do wickedly, and the wicked shall not understand, but the righteous shall understand.
Right.
Because the righteous is who's worthy of this wisdom.
Right. That's right.
That's the Lord's men. That's the servants, the prophets. Okay, the men who the Lord set up to teach this word. This book is really only for the teachers, man.
Right.
You can't just say, oh, I woke up today and I feel like reading the Bible, and now I'm finna teach myself. The scriptures say, lean not to your own understanding.
Oh God.
And most of the people in this world, that's what they do, and they choke on the word.
Like Haitian that was just up here.
Like that Haitian. He really he don't really know this book.
No.
He didn't even know about the man who authorized the translation of this version of the book. You know?
Even his zeal was low. He didn't have a high zeal either.
Right.
His zeal was even low.
Because he going off the first post that he see on Google.
Yeah, you going off of Google. Your biggest research is the first page on Google.
Right.
You don't know nothing. You know?
He don't have a standard to go against with it. Nothing to compare it to. He just went with the first thing he saw. That's why I asked him, who told you that?
That's being lazy, man.
But you know somebody said it first and then he Googled that.
Yeah.
Well, somebody
He didn't
said
even
it
Google
first.
this, bro.
Somebody said
He
it
heard
first.
somebody
Probably
say
heard
He didn't
somebody
even Google
say
that,
it.
man.
It's just a recycle.
Right.
Every nigga that come with that same argument, they're just reciting what they heard.
They heard, man.
You know?
So that's why I hit him with the. It's funny how everybody that come up against this book always tell us what ain't, but can't tell us what is.
Never.
You know? So, but the difference is we tell you what is and what ain't. Tell you both.
That was it, right?
Yeah, that was,
That
Somebody
was,
get real quick Hebrews 5, man. 5 and 12.
good.
Yeah, Hebrews 5 and 12.
I got it. Hebrews 5, verse 12.
So you got to learn how to humble down when it comes to if you one of those people who you want favor from the Lord, well, there's a certain way you got to be for the Lord to start dealing with you, man. But if He doesn't see what the Lord, if the Lord doesn't see what He's looking for in a man and one of His servants, He ain't gonna deal with you. If you proud, He's not gonna fuck with you, man.
and it's like the kid in school that don't pay attention, don't study, don't do nothing, get F's the whole time. Then one time he studies and gets an A, on a test. One test. Then at the semester he mad because he ain't got an A. You've been failing the whole time. And the last test you may have done good on, but the one after that you failed.
Never applied.
You was happy with getting that 1A that one time instead of learning to continue doing it. It's the same type thing.
But Jake, when it comes to this, Jake never gets the A. He never gets nothing right. That's why we'll put him on blast. Like, all right, so you say you know this, right? And then we come out with a scripture, or we come out with, we ask them questions, and then they get cornered, and they try to shift or try to divert, or
they already know that.
Or they act like they already know it. Oh, I already knew that. Well, why is it that when we gave you the question, you couldn't answer it?
Right.
That's just like bringing up when you go into it's always a class clown who think he know everything, but when the teacher asks him, all right, well, since you know everything, come up to this board
and teach the class.
And come teach the class. And Jake end up looking like a damn
Jake
idiot.
get up there with the chalk. Don't fuck this teacher.
Yeah. Probably going to slap the books off the desk and shit because he mad. He got embarrassed in front of the class.
Yeah.
That's Jake, man.
God, try to belittle the teacher.
Yeah.
Well, Jake was the same way right here. He want to take our book and read, but he don't have a book.
Right.
He know everything, but he don't have a book on his Bible. I mean, he don't have a Bible app on his phone.
All you have to do is look it up on
You know?
Google.
All you have to do is download it, which take maybe less than a minute.
And if you couldn't download it, all you have to do is go on the internet browser.
Yeah.
Proverbs
You didn't know
KJV.
You got a smartphone,
Pop
don't
right
you?
up.
Let me get this script up. This is Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracle of the Most High.
That's why I mentioned to that Jake, hey, to really get understanding, the Lord set up men to teach you. You got to be taught this, man.
Right.
And when I told him that, I noticed he kind of like,
So you didn't want to. That,
You know, I gotta
that
go.
was the straw.
yeah, that was the
Can't be
straw.
taught. Can't nobody
Jake
tell
don't,
us
yeah,
that.
Jake don't want to be taught, man. That's
Not
why
by-
the scriptures
not by
talk.
us.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures
Done.
say that they're rebellious. They stiff-necked, man.
Now, if we were sitting up here smoking weed and passing out money and cookouts and all that, he'll listen. He ain't gonna learn, but he'll listen.
Yeah, basically you gotta have Jake's respect for him to come up and have
Right.
humility to learn.
But look at the stuff that Jake respects. Jake respects
The
bullshit.
highly esteemed shit, which is all abominable in the sight of the Lord.
The most esteemed thing on the planet should be wisdom, man, and the truth and prophecy. Wisdom, truth, and prophecy. What we have up here.
Yeah. But don't it say that, didn't Yahweh Shai say, a prophet is not without respect save in his own country,
Yeah.
among his own people? So that's why, man. They don't feel like they can really they didn't graft the word which is able to save your soul. They don't believe that they can get that from
Men that
men
look
like
like
us.
them. That look
Yeah,
like them.
yeah, men that look like them.
Because we ain't got no proof where we got it, right?
Right.
But the proof is that we're standing out here, and you can't stop us.
Well, it's almost like this. It's almost like it's a truth. It's almost like this. I ain't got it, so how you niggas got it?
Right.
I ain't got it,
Well, we'll give
so
it to
how
you.
y'all got it?
And let me tell you a cool thing about the Most High. But okay, y'all got it, so let me get it from you. Well, no, we can tell you all that, but he ain't gonna give it to you because you know you ain't that you don't want it for a sincere reason.
You ain't worthy.
Spirit ain't
You don't want it
separate.
to worthy, right? You don't want to separate you.
First, you ain't humble, and you ain't worthy.
But these, if I can tie back into your lesson, which is going into, but this is all prophecy. We know these things because we were warned that niggas would be like this. We were warned of all of these things. The Bible has all of this in there. That's why I had the brother read that to me about the reasonings of men, fears of wild beasts, and all of these other sciences that the world deals with. So if you want to be smart, you really want to know, this book has it. But you got to get it from us. If you're worthy of getting it, but you're not. You just like to sound cool saying something to men with a camera.
It's like we got it from them. We got it from our teachers.
Yep.
You know, and we humbled ourselves down to learn from those men. You know, we didn't look at them like, that's just something nigga. He can't teach me nothing. You know,
We were babes, we still babes.
We heard the word of God, word of the Lord coming out of their mouth, and it stuck with us.
Give,
We knew it
Matthew
was
18,
true. You know, as soon as we heard it,
Matthew the 18th chapter.
and it resonated with us. You know, and was like, okay, these men know something. I better shut up and listen.
Heart-
You
I
know?
want what they got.
I want that.
Yeah.
Verse 3. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. And he said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children.
And we came to the apostles as little children. You know, we didn't come up there and say, oh man, I already know that, man. I got that already. King James is a faggot, man. You know, he a white man from England.
Yeah.
You know,
I used to think that too.
you know,
The white man
and
from
you did that. You thought that because you didn't research it, and you was regurgitating what you already heard, which was that lie that the Esau put out there, and made sure that lie resonated. Because we all talk about, if you're a real man, you don't give a damn about no homosexual. What a homosexual gonna teach you other than not to be one? You know. So when you heard King James was a homosexual, I don't want to hear what he got to say. He a faggot and wrote a book. I don't want to read no faggot book.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, if I may say this, it's also, I was looking for it, but, you know, basically where it says in the Apocrypha, even if you do know certain things that you do know, be as though,
I know what you're talking about.
roughly paraphrasing,
Right.
basically, be as one that do know and still hold his,
Tongue.
basically hold your
Be as
tongue.
one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue.
and yet
I think
holdeth
that's how
his
it's
tongue.
coded.
Yeah.
You can look it up right there.
So even if you do know, hey, still be quiet and humble down, because it still might be things that you don't know that can come out. You know?
You may know certain stories, but there may be a part of the story, an important part of that parable or story that you may be lacking the knowledge of,
Okay.
and which can turn you either left or right in your knowledge. So that's why it's important, like the brother said, to be humble and humble down to what is being taught,
Okay.
and then come with your questions or whatever you have.
Yep.
So Rock 32.
It's about 32.
8.
Come. Yeah, man. Or even if you do know, which most of the time they don't know, they just act like they know. They'll tell you that they know.
Trust me. He kept saying trust me, so we didn't prove it.
Right.
Yeah.
That he don't know.
Right.
Listen to him. If we would have trusted him, we still think King James is facts.
Right.
Trust and believe.
Right. Believe me, believe me.
Trust and believe him that, man, come on, man.
Scripture tell you not to believe any man until after he hey, matter of fact, go to that if I may get that right quick. From 27th chapter.
And the
go
simple
back to
believe
Matthew
every word
18.
anyway.
Right.
The simple believed every word, and he was definitely simple because he believed everything he heard. He didn't research nothing.
Yeah, the simple believe in every word.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 27, verse 5.
Hold on.
Oh, Salah.
Hold on. Yeah.
That's why the scripts say prove all things.
7.
You know?
Chapter 27, verse 7. Praise no man before thou hearest him speak.
Right. Hey, so how are we supposed to trust and believe you and hold your words as truth or in high regard if we ain't heard you say nothing? Then the thing that you have said was all wrong. Everything that you have said was all wrong. Why would we want to believe and trust in and give you a certain amount of respect for that?
For this is the trial of men.
Come, I'll go back to the 32.
This
Then
is
go back to Matthew.
Sirach, chapter 32, verse 8. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue.
That's it.
That's
A fool
simple.
is counted wise when he holds his tongue, man. You know, you don't know everything. That's why we up here to teach. If you coming up to us and you don't know everything that's going on right here, you'd be wise just to shut your damn mouth and find out what's going on before you open your mouth. Because evidently you do not know what we know. We got the books and we teaching out of these books
Let me look in your book.
to
and see.
people who don't know what's in the book.
Somebody let me hold your book and
Yeah.
read along with you. Get your own book, man. Yeah. Nigga. Go back to Matthew 18.
It's Matthew 18. I started 3 again. And he said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter in the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever there...
Because if you coming in with pride, like the scriptures say, wisdom will try you. You know, she seek of those that are worthy of her. If you coming in proud, acting like you already know it, then she gonna be like, all right, well, shit, you already got it then.
Okay.
You know? You don't need me then. That's how wisdom would treat you. Oh, so you got it already, huh? All right, well, you got it then.
Well, just like a woman. You got a woman already? Ah, well, nigga, you don't need me.
Yeah,
You got a woman already.
yeah,
Ain't that how these women is in the other world?
yeah,
You ain't finna have me and another woman.
yeah.
So if you already got this, you keep on moving. You know, I'm not one you can't share. I'm not sharing mine. You know, so you keep it moving. So
Okay.
with this.
Street goes that way.
So like,
goes that way.
This a lot of judgment. A lot of mashapot.
Let's keep it moving.
God.
Hey, I better look closely.
It's like the Lord brought all the
God.
demons.
God. We can switch it up real quick.
People, they gonna run as soon as
Because
we
the
go.
Bible has a lot of judgment set. It's basically set up that America will be destroyed.
That's right.
Whether you like it or not, America will be destroyed, thus said the Bible.
That's right.
And World War III, with your beloved Donald Trump, is helping aid and push upon the whole world. Vladimir Putin is going to push the button to destroy America. Along with Kim Jong-un in North Korea, Iran, all of them countries going to shoot on America and destroy this place.
That's right.
So be warned and watch what you do. For you people that's out here that's Edomites, just live it up, because you're going to get destroyed. And when if you escape that judgment, because you don't live in this country, you're going to go into captivity under those that you have under captivity right to this day.
That's right.
Those same so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans that you kept in subjection and in slavery. Thus said the Bible. Dare us to prove it. Y'all up here to know America.
This is what's coming to America. ICBM missiles from Russia with love.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth in, this is verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yeah, we were led into captivity. Now, those that led us into captivity, your forefathers, will now go into captivity. Well, you got to go in their place because they're not around no more. Thus said the Bible right there, the book of Revelation. That's still waiting to take place. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword.
Yep.
Here is the patience.
We were killed with the sword, with killing instruments. So you guys have to be killed with killing instruments. Because your forefathers left you a tab that you got to pay.
That's right.
Period, point blank.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Since you're up here, somebody get Obadiah. Anywhere in Obadiah will be.
Okay.
We can just read that.
Obadiah,
Top.
chapter. It's Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith
How come the pastors in the church don't read the book of Obadiah? Because those that were controlling the Bible, starting with the Roman Catholic Church, on down to the Christian churches and all the other religions out there. Because the Bible, the Protestants, the Mormons, all them books, all of that come out the Roman Catholic Church. So if you believe in the Bible, or you say you believe in who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, yeah, I thought so when the book of Obadiah came out. Yeah, I thought so.
They got their judgment.
death to America.
All these devils.
Since the Lord brought you up here to hear the judgment, let's go back into what you want.
It was like Satan was like, all right.
Oh, I seen the one lady like, no, I didn't. I tried to stop you.
They didn't come to Vegas to hear that.
Guess what? You
Hey,
got here for
trust me, when judgment comes, they gonna remember. They gonna remember these faces and what was coming out.
And I know they looked like they didn't understand, but they did.
Yeah.
Most of them did. They looked at the signs close enough to see what it was.
yeah.
They saw that crusty slavery sign we got.
Oh yeah.
There's a sign look like it's been through slavery. Whoever made that sign.
But you know what this was, what this moment was about? Those were tourists.
Right.
Okay.
And the Lord brought that whole crowd of heathens basically to hear their judgment while they're on vacation.
Yep.
All right? And the scriptures tell you that we're made as a spectacle unto men.
Okay.
All right, basically this was like one big spectacle. Like this was part of the tourist attraction, but this really wasn't. This is the prophets of the Lord basically giving out judgment. You know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of our jobs. We have a few jobs.
Yeah.
Why? You giving out jobs? You giving out jobs or what? Or do you think we should have something better to do? No. You're wasting yours. Let me tell you something. You're wasting yours because the few moments, let me say this, please. The few moments that you got up here with us, you better live it up. Go pop a little boy, go pop another man or whatever, let him pop you or whatever you like doing. Go enjoy doing that because your reign on the earth and all your liberty and freedom and liberty, that's about to be over.
That's right.
By these people on this sun right here, we about to rule over all you devils.
That's
right.
Yeah. So let that be a way. Remember that you said that was a way.
Now you know what work we put in.
Devil.
That's a fact.
That's an old fact.
Oh,
I told you. Old side of my
Red
face.
Spirit long ago.
Yeah.
He came back.
He said, we got jobs. This is our job, man. It's a great job. It comes with benefits.
Hell yeah.
Some of the best benefits. I've had a lot of jobs,
The
but this
retirement plan is
beautiful.
Man.
You actually get to sit down.
Yep.
God.
Right. And kick it. You get a hostile take on
And
it.
half slaves.
And get paid forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know? Oh, and the health benefits. Oh, you can't beat them, man.
Can't beat nothing.
This health plan is
everything.
This health plan is ridiculous.
Hey, 401k.
They give you a new body.
Right.
What? You can't beat that health plan,
After
man.
1,000 years, like, let me get a new
body?
Let's refresh
Oh,
you.
man.
Even though this one ain't bad, I'm just looking
The
at
one
the
that we get is gonna be eternal.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be everlasting, man.
Body. Then they come with powers.
Hey,
spiritual
none of our
powers.
slaves gonna be like, Master, you tired? Tired?
Tired of what?
Right.
What?
hell.
I'm never gonna get tired of
Matter of
busting
fact,
your
come
head
with
with
me.
this scam.
I just like kicking it on the Sabbath. Y'all need the Sabbath, not us. We chilling.
You know?
You know? We just rest to commemorate the Lord even more.
It's amazing, man, how Esau's so arrogant
Right.
that he don't know who the hell we are. But he can come up and tell us that we wasting our life, our time,
Yeah.
because he don't like the message that we bringing out.
Don't you have a job?
You
Isn't
know?
there something that you should be doing instead of this?
This is what we doing, Esau. We condemning your ass.
Straight up.
We giving you your judgment, letting our people know who they are and what they must do to obtain salvation. And in the process, we earning that penny to get our salvation. That's what our job is, man. This is a hell of a job, man. Excuse my language. This is a heaven of a job, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is what we was put here for. That's what we came into this.
Esau come up here with two big ass, one little bitty earring and a long ass chain and the other one, telling us we need to do something else. Boy, that just tells you that we on the right track, man.
Yep.
We on the right track, bro. What book we read? King James. Yeah,
1611 King James.
yeah. You know about that?
About the 1611
Yeah.
was the version of, yeah, that's in the 1602 on King James.
1611.
1611, that's what.
You know about that there?
Huh?
You know about this here?
About what, the Bible?
Yeah, the King James 1611. You know about this?
Yeah, they wrote the Bible. Yeah, 1611.
Let me say it like this. Because every sign that you see up here is in that Bible. Everything that you see on these signs, that martial law, this RFID chip, the Lord looking like this and not like that one, these people, all of that's written about in that book. And other signs we got, slavery, all of that's in there. Everything that our people went through, these people on the sign that went through. Right, so one of the major prophecies we're talking about is getting up out of America. But there's some other prophecies that have to come first. This mark of the beast has to come. World War III has to come and destroy America, you know, before we get there. All these things, the Lord coming back to save and elect out of these people, those things have to happen. They haven't happened yet. So yeah, we all.
You see yourself on the sign? Do you see your lineage on this sign right here?
I don't worry about it.
Are you from you're Mexico, right? From Mexico? So you're an Israelite, man. That means you're one of God's chosen people. The Mexican people are Israelites.
All the way at the bottom.
On the left side
It's
is
a car.
Your biblical name is at the bottom of this chart, man. This is what the Lord called you.
Those are the people that's going to be saved. A remnant of those people going to be saved when America is destroyed. And when it comes back.
That Mexican title is what the white man gave you.
For the white man, he's the Edomites in the Bible. Edomites, they're not promised salvation.
That's right.
They're gonna be destroyed, and they're gonna go into slavery under our people.
That's right.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's biblical.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bible says that.
We read that. Go to Revelation.
Read it to you.
Matter of fact, if you don't mind getting the sign,
But just so you know, that Mexican title that you got, that was given to you by the white man. Your name is Issachar. That's the name that the Lord gave you.
And your people was in slavery before we were, by the so-called white man.
As a matter of
And it's
fact,
in this book.
these three right here are Mexicanos, Aztecs.
Same judgment.
Gringo did that. He did that.
Same thing he did to us, he did it to you first.
Yeah.
And the natives.
Fine.
And the Native American Indians.
Get Revelation 13 and then Isaiah 14.
It's Revelation chapter 13. I started 9 again. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
These are the words of who the
Oh,
world calls
absolutely.
Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christus. All right? Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So whoever led these people into slavery, the people you see listed on the sign,
right.
they're going to go into slavery. It's the Lord speaking. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And how did the so-called white man, how did he get America? He got America by the sword.
Okay.
He came over here and used biological warfare, germ warfare, or he killed off the Native American Indians with the Gatling gun, or he pushed the Mexicans down further down into Mexico, Nevada, California. This all used to be your land before it
Utah,
became America.
Arizona.
Yeah.
And let's say this about Christopher Columbus, right? He said himself that when he got over here, he didn't put his sword down for 1 hour because he was doing so much killing. When he got here, he came off the ship just with intentions for blood.
And he knew people were here because he had, I
exactly.
want to say 5 Hebrew interpreters because our people spoke Hebrew. When they came over from the land of Israel.
Native American language is like a broken dialect of
Yeah.
Hebrew, so it's Spanish is not though.
Fuck, dog. That's why your people don't say J words well. You spell Jesus with a J, but you call it what? Jesus. Because that letter wasn't invented till the 1700s. That's why you say most of the people, the real natives say grape yelly, yumbo yak. They say it with a Y instead of a J because the J didn't invent. It wasn't invented.
Oh yeah, it's pronounced Jesus, and that is why.
Right.
Sus, and then Jesus in Greek is earth.
And that's why.
Right.
Because that wasn't native to your tongue. You were speaking Hebrew at one point.
And they have Hebrew.
The Spanish conquered you.
But his name's Yeshua, right?
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
I was shot.
Is that how you say it in Hebrew?
Yes, Yahweh Shai.
That's what we call Jesus.
That's his name.
I was just gonna tell you how the name breaks down. It means because the word Jesus means, you know what the word Jesus means, or the name Jesus means? It just means Savior, right? But it's Greek. But Yahweh Shai means he is or he to be Savior, or he exists Savior. Just like the Most High God name is Yahweh. So either he exists or he is or he to be. You know?
You're an Israelite,
You know
man.
you're Israelite, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. This is our book. This is gonna free us, man.
Hey, so I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right.
So why focus in on what Jesus looked like versus what his purpose was for him?
Please,
on
truth.
earth?
It's about truth, bro. It says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. If you don't know the truth, then you ain't free. So part of knowing the truth is knowing exactly what he looked like. I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Sometimes people say he was olive colored, right? What color of olives?
What color what?
What color are olives?
Green?
Well, was the Lord green?
I mean, I don't know what the Lord looks
Okay,
like. I don't think nobody knows what the Lord looks
okay,
like.
but check this out.
You talking about God?
No, Jesus, so-called
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
is there any person that walked this planet that was green?
that's what I said.
Okay, now what color is the olive you put on your pizza?
Green?
They black.
I don't like olive.
So he's black. So anytime somebody tells you he's olive color, he's black man, just like the Bible says.
Everything that we talk about is proved in the Bible.
We can prove that he was black.
So let me ask you this. I studied Hebrew Israelites out in New York, Baltimore. While I was in the Navy, a couple of my buddies was Hebrew Israelite, so we did a lot of studying and stuff. My brother that's locked up right now.
Give us a few feet with
my bad. So this is my question though, because I'm a believer in Christ, right? So if I believe in Christ and what he stood for, and his message that was for all us to, live, ain't nobody gonna live without sin, but live, purpose, and then you die, you go to be with the Father. But the thing that, with everything that's going on right now, with what we face and what we've been facing for hundreds of years as people of color, so my thing is, if we're giving a message, whether it's to our youth, and educating them on terms of what Israelites and who we were and where we were from the beginning, that kind of stuff. Everybody may not perceive the message so much as if you don't focus on the thing that they're gonna look at as divide and conquer type issue. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking it one way or another.
We have been divided and conquered, and it's mostly because the lies we've been told. If we knew the truth, we'll be more unified. You see what I'm saying? And this ain't for everybody.
Right.
So as far as everybody knowing, this ain't for everybody. This is for the people on this side.
Can I take a picture of
Yeah,
that?
you can
I
take
like
pictures. You can
this.
take pictures all the time.
You said perception, right? Perceive.
Right.
Not
Okay.
everybody gonna perceive it. Like it's 6.
There you go.
Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people,
Talking about the Israelites, go ahead.
hear ye indeed, be understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Perceive not. So basically, it's up to the Lord who he's gonna have to perceive this knowledge.
Okay.
All right. Not everybody was given the understanding of this book, and what's spiritual about this is we was going into that before y'all came up. This word, the knowledge and wisdom and understanding is exclusive. It's only towards the Lord's chosen people.
That's right.
All right. And when we come out here and we teach this word, we only out here fishing for an elect, a few. We're not. Basically, the Lord sent us out here to teach this word, but there's only going to be a few that's going to come in. Oh yeah, Edomites, they're all done.
Okay, let's say it like this. We exclude them as far as salvation goes, but we telling them their condemnation. We telling them their judgment. Because we out here to preach to all nations and tell them what their judgment is, or if they're going to receive salvation.
So let me ask you this. And the reason why I say, because I learned enough to know, and I can speak on it as far as the nation and where we come from. But let me ask you this. So you say you exclude the Edomites, but here's the thing. So if you only talking to the 12 tribes, right? That come from, you start talking about Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all right? You exclude all Esau's people, right?
Right.
So here's my thing. So if you exclude Esau's people, and then if you go into Ephraim and everybody who came from Sarah and Hagar when that whole movement started, right? So I read the Bible. Ishmael, my bad. I read the Bible back and forth when I was locked up. I did it frontwards, and I did the second year on my bed, I did it backwards.
Okay, before you finish, I'm gonna let you finish that. Now you say you read it forward and backwards, but you didn't understand that the Lord was black?
Oh. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Again, because I studied.
But what I'm asking you, I understand.
I took, when you start talking about the tribes, just because from a regional standpoint, I was in the Navy.
Okay, cool.
So from a regional standpoint, you look at where we all come from. You want to throw the science in it, if you want to throw just a geographical location, there's no way these people came and was of any light color from where they was from. Just because of the sun. Let's just take the science in it too. So I understand all of that. But what I'm saying is, my focus as a believer and what I got to teach my kids is that if you are here to do the Lord's work, I can't pass judgment for what the Lord say who's going to be condemned and who not. That's not my place. As a messenger, or the messenger Christ was, I'm just saying, my thing is, I look at this. You gotta abide by those laws. Before I go into that, this is what I wanted to ask you, because you said you excluded. So what about the Torah and what the Jews believe? Because that's the same thing that they did.
We the Jews.
No, but I'm saying as far as according to the Torah, not the Bible. If you read the first 5
then
books,
let's-
and if you add in the scrolls, because the Israelite taught me about the scrolls. I didn't know about the Dead Sea Scrolls until I started studying with the brothers. But
I don't know what Israelite group you went through. but
no,
it
I'm
wasn't-
saying I didn't know they existed until they started talking about the scrolls. But here's my point. So just like the 1948 NAFTA Jews that are there right now, all right, when the state,
Right.
so
Kite.
what they do is, and if you look at the teachings from the Torah, from what they base their